If you're planning a Disney cruise or thinking about going on a Disney cruise, you need to watch this video. If this is your first time seeing me, hello, my name's Taylor. I'm a proud Disney mom currently residing in Colorado, and I'm here to give you all the tips, tricks, hacks, everything that you need for a stress free Disney vacation. So, the first question you're probably asking yourself is which Disney ship should I go on? And that is a great question because there is a lot of things to consider. So, the first thing that I'm considering when I'm planning a Disney cruise is how big do I want this ship to be? Because it can range from the smallest ship, which is the Magic, all the way up to the newer ships like the Destiny and the Treasure that are massive. The second thing that you should consider is how long you want your cruise to be. If it's your first cruise, you probably want to go for a shorter one just to see how everybody feels about it. Maybe somebody gets really seasick or it's just not your thing. So, for that, I would choose a 3 to 4 night cruise. That's what I did when my kids went on their first Disney cruise, and it was perfect because I was able to see that they were able to enjoy it without the stress of having to be on a ship for 7 days. Once you have decided which ship you want to go on and how long you're going to be sailing for, it's time to book your trip. Personally, I recommend booking your cruise about 9 to 12 months in advance. I mean, it could go up to about 6 months, but the closer you are to your sailing date, the higher the prices are going to be. So if you really want a good deal, then be sure to book a little further out than you may think. Once you have your cruise date selected, I recommend flying in about a day or maybe even two before your cruise is scheduled to leave, just so you can have some buffer in case there's some travel delays or cancellations that you can figure out. Because if you're not there, the cruise is definitely going to leave without you. So I like to always add that buffer in my traveling days. Next, it's time to pick your stateroom. This is really fun because you can kind of choose what is going to work best for your family. For my family, we always opt for a veranda room just because we like to have that fresh air. We like the extra space. But depending on your budget and your family's needs, you can definitely do an ocean view room, or if you have the budget for it, a concierge room. Really, this is the time to figure out how tight your budget is, what you're able to do, and pick the room. Pro tip, if you have people in your family that are prone to motion sickness, go for somewhere that's like midship because you're going to feel less of the rocking in those areas. So, once you have everything booked, it's time to start planning for your vacation. The first thing I recommend people to do is to download the Disney Cruise app. This is where you're going to be able to do everything from booking your excursion, seeing your sailing itinerary. This is where you're going to do all the things that really plan out your vacation in a strategic manner, which is important on a Disney cruise because there is a lot to do. Another pro tip when it comes to really planning out your vacation is to reserve your excursions or activities early because they really do pick up fast. If you want to do a special, adult dinner night, make sure you book those in advance because they will fill up probably quicker than you think they will. Be sure to follow along for part two, where I go into more detail about how to plan your time on the ship wisely and strategically while also not feeling overwhelmed.